Ladies and gentlemen, a shed update, and we're doing this by the phone. This is probably how we're going to do it from here on out, and I even got me a little stand here going. So hopefully everything will work out technologically, and hopefully the video is horizontal and not vertical if I did it right. A shed update. If you're all keeping track, I did manage to get everything fixed. And when I say fixed, I mean everything on the outside. Got the shingles, got everything patched up. Now I'm in the process. Hopefully, within a couple weeks to a month, I can start putting stuff back because we're in the tail end of July, getting into August, getting into the 100-degree weather every day, and that limits like 10-15 minutes very early morning putting stuff up. So hopefully one day it'll cool down and I can come in here and just start restacking, and I got to restack things correctly, and just it's a big, or it's almost as worse as moving it in here. But anyway, so a quick shed update. Everyone knows I like to go to garage sales. Occasionally I do find model kits, some in boxes. Most time they're built up, and I did at one sale find the Revell Millennium Falcon. I know a lot of people are like, Mr. Hare, that's a toy, you know, it's a toy model, but it is an entry-level kit, and I think it's a good size. And that's the Force Awakens with square dish, and I hate to even say it, I almost got about 8 or 10 of these now, and you know, they're cheap. If you wanted to make something out of it, you know, it's just one of those, and it still works. So, you know, it's just, I think it's a great, I know a lot of people like, you know, want the Bandai, you know, but for the Revell kits, but anyway. I picked that up again. Also, I don't have many of these. I think I got one, maybe two, but the U-Wing, and again, it's one of those, you know, Revell build and play, you know, it still works. I think it's one of the, of course, not really a kit of it. There might be a little Bandai one, you know, but it's still a good size. And who says you have to make, you know, the build and play? You know, you can fill the seams and repaint it and all that, and still have a great moment. My dad always said, you know, if you sometimes on a snap fit, that's the only way you can get a certain vehicle, and he is absolutely correct. So, adding another U-Wing, and one of the greater finds that I did find at a garage sale, and sticking with the Star Wars theme, got one of them Revell Star Destroyers. I got one, two, number 3, loose one too at that. Again, you know, that's one of the first things I picked up at the garage sale. I was like, you know, the shed needs another one of these. Of course, we all like to have mini capital ships, but anyway, I think this is one of the better of the build and play, except for the landing gear bottom, which I mean, you could you know, fill it up and sand it if you want, but that's about the only gripe that I have with it. But anyway, it's you can always fix it up, you know, put some spacers on it, and it still works. But anyway, my garage sale finds, we're adding the Star Destroyer and more Star Wars vehicles to the yard. Now, which one? I probably mentioned this last time. Again, I got to put stuff up, and I have stuff everywhere, and I got to sweep, and the Snap, which is the old Revell Combat Jeep. I probably mentioned this last time. One of those, not trying to find like every version of you know, this kit made, but like to have the Revell, the Snap, and then I want to say Pyro, and so on and so forth. But anyway, that is my big one. Other thing, everyone, you know, I like my little doll houses. That's what I kind of call them. You know, you got the little book nooks, acorn. I enjoy the Sherlock Holmes ones, and I've got to find a place. You can see back there, got the fantasy one, got the Monuments Men. Now we got the Sherlock Holmes, which I don't want to put the Sherlock, which I could. You know, Professor Moriarty, Next Generation. It fit really well with Star Trek, but anyway, I do like my little. I like the book nooks, but I also like the little houses. And Amazon had their little sale and stuff was cheap. And I've been wanting this one for a while because I'm a big, and I don't have one handy, probably buried. I'm a big Lone Ranger fan, and I always thought the Lone Ranger had a little bit of a hut or a little shack, you know, instead of having a little campfire around when him and Tano would, you know, in the show. I always thought, yeah, I thought that would make an excellent Lone Ranger house, you know, just have to get rid of some of the modern stuff, TV and all that, but I was thinking Old West, you know, have a Lone Ranger hat on there, and, you know, his gun belt, you know, just stuff like that, which, you know, John Hart and, you know, just so many things you can do for the Lone Ranger house, you know. I just thought, that's my little theory. Hopefully, I'm thinking about building it, but, and speaking of building that, the model building mojo, I ever since the shed got hit, I'm kind of lost. Like Austin Powers, you know how he has trying to find his mojo. I've been wanting to build something, but I've been having to do all the shed and everything. Just haven't had time and trying to find something. And anyway, hopefully, since we're gonna have to take a mandatory heat break, we'll probably find something to do. Hopefully. Within a couple of days or a week at least, and who knows, we may do a house or a kit, who knows. And last but not least, I gotta take the price off of it if I can. I bought a model kit that I did not know existed, and that is the Polar Lights Undertaker Dragster. This is a reissue of the you know, vintage kit. Of course, they put the sticker upside down, and I didn't know. Again, I'm not a car guy, but I do like odd vehicles. And the Undertaker here is the reason I got sold on it is because, I mean, look on the back. And you may have to go like to HPI Guy's workshop, and if you want to see a little review build of that, you get a base, and you do get right there, you get little statues of I want to say vampire or something like that. And I thought that was unique. Plus the dragster itself is you know, unique as well, but getting the diorama base and the figures and all that to go with it, I thought was very excellent. But anyway, I did not know that existed. Well, actually, a few years ago I found out it did. So hopefully one day I will have an original to go with the Polar Lights reissue, and then we'll have two, you know, which is the way we like to work here inside the art. So that's what I got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping to get a little mojo back, get back to the workbench, since we're going to have to take a little mandatory heat break here in the shed. Of course, today, very good temperatures, which should work a lot, which I got a little bit done, and hopefully a little, can't wait for the cooler stretch, fall, if you will, and then we can continue to work on and probably see what, I may do a video on stacking, and we can see what's hide behind kits, because some of the stuff is double stacked, triple stacked, and there's stuff hidden in here, which is like a little archaeology. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. Trying to fix the shed. We're filming on the phone here, and that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.